This book is called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. So for our phonics lesson, we read the poem Humpty Dumpty. This is what happened after the poem ends. After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Again, a story by Dan Santat. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to pull me back together again. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. So scared that I kept from enjoying some of my favorite things. I think I felt like that sometimes, haven't you? After you've been scared about something, maybe you don't want to try it again. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it, because I know that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. Oh, that's a cool airplane. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. Oh boy. It looks like his airplane got stuck up on the wall. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Look at him. He's got his hands high up in the air. He's so proud of himself, and he's so happy to be up with the other birds. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who is famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Uh-oh, do you notice something about his shell? Look, it seems to be cracking. And what are those things poking out from the cracks? Let's read on and find out. Look, the shell exploded and what came out? He was a bird inside all along. And now he can fly off because he learned how to fly. He doesn't have to be afraid of falling because he can fly. Look at that. He followed his dreams and then he was able to become his true self. Isn't that cool? Were you expecting that inside Humpty Dumpty was a bird? It makes sense, doesn't it? Birds come from eggs. I guess I didn't really think about it. I kind of like the ending. What do you think of the ending? I like how they rethought about Humpty Dumpty and his cracks and all were just him emerging from the shell.